Hey guys, Doug the Retirement Guy. We got a great episode this week number six of the challenge. Well, let's get right into it. It's kind of been an interesting week with the new year starting off really well. Let's get into it. And remember, if you like what we're giving you, give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, give us anything you want to help the channel. Keep it rolling.
Retirement Challenge week number 6. Retire on $500,000. Can it be done? Let's take a look what this week brought us. Let's go with the week in review first. And we have to say welcome to the new year. And unfortunately, every time the new year comes around, something goes wrong with my house. And you're right, this year it was the garage door breaks on us. New Year's Eve breaks down, and we got to get into it and try to fix it. Turned out to be a $300 fix. Now, if we didn't budget properly, we'd be really in a tough shape. But if you take a look at our budget that we've done, we have maintenance of $400 a month added to our budget. So, of course, we have plenty of money to cover the $300 fix. So, again, no stress as we have the funds in the bank. The only stress was getting someone who could come out and fix it for us on New Year's Day. Also, week in review, new insurance, which means all new doctors. If you remember back a couple episodes that we had to change our insurance due to the new premium costs. And with every new insurance program, it seems like you always need to find new doctors. Well, that's what we had to do. New doctors are just part of the being with the new insurance. Now, we didn't tell you earlier, but we do have an issue, and one of the members of my family are going to be needing a hip surgery, probably hip replacement. With this means we're going to have to add doctor visits. Now, if we take a look at our budget that we did originally, if you look, we added $200 to our monthly doctor call situation. Now, we lowered our health cost on a monthly basis and even added more doctors to get this all covered inside our budget. But we have to continue to watch this as we do see if we do have enough money in the budget to make it happen. But this will continue on, and healthcare is always something when you're in retirement to have a concern about. Also, in this week, income levels are blowing out of sight this month. The fund, QDT, and XDT keep outperforming, giving us major recovery and extra bills, and will give us extra money to cover those healthcare that we're talking about and give us a little more comfort. Now, what's going on with these? Let me just show you. Month to date income, we are expecting to have $4,211 added to our account at this point in time. For the entire month, we're expecting $4,724. But at the end of this week, monthly total income so far is $7,600. That is basically putting us almost $3,300 above our budget amount. So that gives us additional income for us to work with to take care of any misses that we've had. This is a phenomenal opportunity for us, and as you can see, was not planned and not budgeted for, but these are the positives that we run into. We will gain an additional $4,000 this month in income if we just do the standard policy from here on out. So this is huge. But while we're talking about, let's get into our dividend return report. This week we had JP Morgan payout $819. It's a little bit less than what we originally forecasted, but if you look back a couple episodes, you'll see last month JP Morgan paid out more, so it was over the number. So I think it's just a balance is going to happen over the long period of time. PNNT came back again strong, $1,400. That's over the projected budget. But then when we get into the QDT and XDT, these things are just rocketing. We're expecting to have $940 at this point in time. QDT paid out over almost $500 this week to give us a total of $3,266 for the month. XDT 597 paid us 448 just this week alone. That 597, guys, is for 2 full weeks. And they paid again $448 this week for a little over $2,100 so far this month. So when you look at it, we got $3,200 in checks this week. Our total income is $7,600 when we were only expecting 42. So as I said, we're up $3,400 this month ahead of the game. So this is huge. This is a game changer. It's going to give us opportunities to possibly reinvest some of this money or make some adjustments, take care of the health care that we may have an issue with. But we have some security at this point, and it was a great month to have it in. Our stock purchasing program. Well, let's take a look at this one. First off, if you remember last week, we were at $468,000 on our value of our fund. We started with $465,000, so we were only up about $3,000. This week, we've added almost $2,000 of net value, so we're going to end up at $470,546. Our total return right now is $5,546, or 1.18% over 6 weeks or a month and a half. When you take a look at breakdowns of these things, Main Street is coming at $7,000 gain, or a 12.85%. If that fund continues, that's exactly what we're looking for. A great growth with a strong dividend makes it a very good fund. JP Morgan came in at 2.58% increase. PNNT, if you look back with PNNT, we were sitting there and worrying about maybe we should dump the stock, maybe we should do something more with it. It's recovered since paying its original dividend to $7.14 a share, up almost 3.08%. So it's one of those things that it's going to be a little bit of a rocky ride. It's going to go up, it's going to go down, but it seems like it's recovering on a regular basis. And that's kind of some of the stuff we saw when we first decided to pick this stock. So we're pleased right now with PNNT, so it saved itself. The Charles Schwab dividend one, though, is concerning us right now. It has flattened out. It's down 4%. Now we're dealing with 6 weeks. I know that's a short period of time, but it's down 4%. QDT is down 5%, but paying huge dividends right now. Same with XDT, down 4%, paying huge dividends. So the question comes into that was asked is, when do we make a decision to pull a stock off of our fund and switch to something else? And I always say the magic number is 5%, gets us into the worrying side of it. 10%, we have to make a reaction to it. So right now, we have 3 funds right now that we're questioning it, but I'm also going to put an asterisk behind all that. QDT and XDT, the dividends that they are paying out compared to what we're losing in value, you have to play those into the formula to see if it's worthwhile sticking with it or getting rid of them. My 2 cents onto it right now, the amount of dividends that we're paying easily keeps both of these stocks in our portfolio. But for some reason, the Charles Schwab, which was such a reported, it's just gangbusters, it's getting to that point where we gotta have a little bit of concern, and we'll have to watch for it. Again, our repeat, monthly, we're up over $5,500 in our total fund. PNNT has recovered, and now it's up 3%. And the Charles Schwab is flattened out, but still we want to see that growth and get it back up to where we need to be. So in summary, income, guys, income. I've told you this in retirement, income is number one. Your cash flow is huge. It's bigger than budgeted by over $3,600 already. We expect that number to be probably closer to $4,000 to $5,000 as we finish the end of the month. Growth in investments are holding. He's been keeping it in the positive that we're going up versus losing money. But overall, I think we had a great week. We've had a lot of success. So if you like what you're seeing, man, give us a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below if you like it, hate it. But we answer to pretty much all the comments. So if you have any questions about anything that you're seeing, and definitely if you like what you're seeing, hit that subscribe button. Don't miss a single one of our episodes. You guys have a great week, and we will see you next week.